Hi there, today we're talking about nested if statements. And to cover this concept, we're going to use Alice, our good old friend Alice here. So we've got a program here, and it's not fully done, but our program's got a pharaoh, and we've got two mummies. And these mummies are going to ask a pharaoh a question. If he doesn't answer the question correctly, they're going to eat him. So right now, if I press play here, answer the questions correctly or die. All right, bring it on. And then we've got a question here. What color is the sky? 1 for blue, 2 for green. Now if I type in a number, nothing's going to happen because we don't have the rest of the program written. So first thing I'm going to do is, before I include any if statements in this, I'm going to create a method because I want to use a method that's going to show the mummies attacking the pharaoh. So I'm going to go create a new method here. I'm going to call this mummy attack. I'm going to click on OK. So here's our new method. I want the mummies to do the following things at the same time. I want mummy 1 to move forward 3 meters. I want mummy 2 to move forward 3 meters. And then I want the camera to move forward 15 meters. And this will give the illusion that the mummies are eating the pharaoh. And then at the very end, we want the pharaoh to scream. So mummy or pharaoh say, we want the pharaoh to say, ah! There we go. All right. So now I've got this method, and if I run it, this is what it's going to look like. So, and that happened a little bit fast, so I'm going to change the duration to 3 seconds here. Duration 3 seconds. And duration 3 seconds. So if I click play here, the mummies move forward and the pharaoh screams. So I've got my method called world mummy attack. So now I can go back to my original method, and I'm going to start using my if statements. So what happens if they answer this question correctly? Well, I'm going to bring in an if then else statement. I'm just going to set the condition to true. That's my temporary statement right now. If number equals 1, we're going to do stuff right here. Else, if they did not get it right, then we want the mummies to attack. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to include that method into the world. So we want the mummies to attack if he doesn't answer 1, because obviously the right answer for this, what color is the sky, is blue. So if he gets it right, the mummy's gonna congratulate him on his correct answer. So if he gets it right, we want the first mummy to say, "Yeah, the sky is blue. How did you know that?" And then we want the second mummy to talk to our pharaoh, and he's going to say, "Fine, you got that one right. Next question." Okay, so let's look at this if statement. If the user enters number 1 for blue, then that is correct, and the program's going to go in this direction. Else, then the mummies are going to attack the pharaoh, and he's dead meat. So now we're going to ask another question. I'm going to create another if statement within our if statement that we currently have. So this is our nested if. So if number 1 equals 1, and we've got to ask a question here. So I'm going to say, I'm going to pull this into here. I'm going to say set value to 1 for now, and then I'm going to use my function here for the world. So we're going to ask the user another question. Ask user for a number. So our next question is going to be the following. What is the largest river in the world? 1 for the Nile, 2 for the Mississippi. So the next question is going to be the following. Obviously the answer here is Nile, so if he gets it right, the program will do stuff in here, else if he gets it wrong, then we want the mummies to attack. So let's go back to our world, let's go to our methods. If he gets it wrong, we want the mummies to attack, and if he gets it right, we want the mummies to say something like, man, you are smart. Then we'll have the other mummies say, genius. You really are a genius. Alright, so we have a nested if statement. So let's look at this program, see how it works. It's going to go through these steps. We're going to ask the user a question, what color is the sky? If they enter 1, the program is going to go in this direction, and then we're going to ask the user another question that includes an if statement. And if they enter 1, then the mummies will not eat the pharaoh, but if they enter 2 right here, the mummies will attack the pharaoh. Likewise, with our first if statement, if he does not answer 1, then he will be eaten right here. Where we use this method right here. So if I click on play, answer the questions correctly, or die. Bring it on. What color is the sky? So if I type 1 here, yeah, the sky is blue. How'd you know that? Fine, you got that one right. Now, on to the next question. So now, we're into the next if statement. What is the largest river in the world? If I type 1, man, you are smart. You really are a genius. Our pharaoh is not eaten. So this is an example right here of a nested if statement, and that is all for today. Thanks for tuning in.